secrets in conference play. They know you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked, as these two are in this one. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Houston Cougars, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the NC State Wolfpack. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Houston ready to boot it deep and get this game going. And he's not going to take the touchback. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They will get him. It's a touchdown.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there.
That's why your ass lost, Cole.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air, it's Wegman. Fires to the big fella. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Fires to the tight end. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
That's a third down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So third down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Cougars are marching down the field. Back to pass. It's Beckman. He's got him. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
The Cougars, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking for room, it's Connors. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Ah, shit.
And he's going to bring this one out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage you would have gotten with a touchback. The give to the back. Finding an escape route. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
To the air on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, let's talk a little bit about NC State. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal, and you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or two conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Leaves it with the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. That's caught. It's Rodgers. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my run. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own one. Oh, he's got a chance. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Going to the running game. And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the first quarter. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Right back to the well. Runs for the tackle. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, it will.
To this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Quick release on the RPO. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And the Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw. It's Wegman. Forced out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
How do you not love to see that when your quarterback gets in the run fit? When he's not scared to come up and tackle. A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you can tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle for the loss.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. The play-action fake. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season. Consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
This is 2nd quarter. Alright.
North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Looking to pass. It's Bailey. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Rodgers. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. On the run, it's Smothers. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Grab behind the line. It's hard.
Safe.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Got it in the middle. It's Grimes. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. Trying to run it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times on these goal-to-go situations. 1st and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Michigan State has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Sparty's run out, but this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside Spartan Stadium. They're up by 13 over Michigan. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Leaves it with the running back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To throw, it's Wegman. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the back on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
That's what players call a 7 route, and that receiver ran it to perfection.
And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Houston. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish the first half. And now you got a chance to tie this football game.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the 2nd. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner will be brought down. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for space. It's Smothers. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage. And
He's got some space. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll go to the ground. Still running at the 40. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Unloads to the wideout. With the catch, it's Anderson. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And that That was awesome by the offense. Good completion, great awareness by the receiver getting out of bounds. If you're on offense now, jog off the field, get the field goal kicker out there. You're going to steal 3 points at the end of the half.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. Absolutely center cut. They'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. And he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Caught near the sticks, it's Johnson. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Cougars with the 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Trying to change now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Connors. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
Looking to throw, it's Wegman. He's got an open man. Turning it on. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Quarterback will keep it. Got enough space. Touchdown, Cougars! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. The give to the back.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Finds his tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. They want to run this quarterback. Breaks into the open. Doing some serious work on the ground. Out of bounds at the 35 after that big run.
And, man, that is crushing to a defense. You force the 4th down. You know they're going to run the football. You're bringing guys near the line of scrimmage, and you can't get him to the ground. Not only does he get the 1st down, he gets a huge chunk after that. This defense is definitely going to be deflated.
On the ground, it's Smothers. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their 1st pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quarterback making checks. down, going to the air. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. They're going to throw it on third and goal. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
And he makes the extra point. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. They'll send the back in motion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. To the ground with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to throw, it's Wegman. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
keeping it on the ground with the running back.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the running back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. Using his feet to buy time. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but they're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They go to the draw. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And oftentimes running backs love drop backs because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Trying to pick it up on the ground. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
Huge moment coming here as they try to quiet this raucous, crazy crowd. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. First down, operating in the red zone and doing it in a den of noise. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Snagged in the middle. It's Broussard. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll give it to the back. Touchdown, Houston! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to give me a stop.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Michigan State is going all in. That offense has more options than they've had in East Lansing in some time. They're up by 19 over Michigan. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Bringing it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They go to the ground. Gets it past the marker. He will get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Quick timeout called by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
Man, that could save the game, because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
NC State might think about going for a big one on second and short. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Grab near the marker, it's Rogers. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
Thinking about using a timeout right here after that run play. And listen, I get you're trying to keep the defense off guard, but you're losing this game. You've got to throw the football. Now is the time. You've got to be aggressive, trailing in this 2-minute situation.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
And remember, we saw this receiver in the first half have a number of inward-breaking routes, and now in the second half, we're seeing more stuff to the outside. That's a really good adjustment by this offensive coordinator.
NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Wants to go up top on first down. Wide open downfield. Ain't getting corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, NC State! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's coming out of the end zone. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. For the 11th time this season. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, and that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect on them.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.